How to eat in a corporate lifestyle. In today's era of work-life balance, we are struggling with time management, we are struggling with work ethics, we are struggling with corporate culture and stress at the same time. It is a need of the hour for us to decode the time management, the prioritizing your health in totality. So let us decode how we should look at corporate management lifestyle. This is Dr. Geeta Dharmatti, consultant nutritionist and registered dietitian. I'm based in Pune with 30 years of experience. I will help you to understand, decode the ethics of science, evidence-based science, and world of nutrition with me. Accept the corporate reality. Many a times I get my clients complaining about the corporate world, the work, the stress, the time management. I do ask them, can you change it? Can you stop working? Can you start looking at it that I don't want to do anything, I just want to focus on my health? No. No, it's important that we balance this in equality. We have no choice, and this generally happens in 30s. In 30s, when you enter, you really want to get into a peak of your career. At the same time, your domestic, your family, and your health needs your attention. This is reality. Let's accept it. Let's learn to balance it. And I'm sure I'm going to tell you how we can manage it to the best of your abilities. Can we start looking at training our body to handle stress? Rather than complaining about the stress, can't we look at it that why isn't my body able to handle stress? Stress is part and part of every day's culture. You have hormonal stress, you have nutrition stress, you have work stress, you have sleep stress. It can be any kind of stress. I would say if you go on a travel also you're in a stress because your sleep, your routine, your water, everything changes. We cannot change the environment to what we are living because it's a livelihood for us. But with lifestyle, with nutrition, with discipline, with exercise, we can definitely change it. So why don't we tell ourselves, I want to train my body to handle stress. It makes more sense than complaining and saying, I have a bad work culture, I don't eat well, I don't sleep on time. Accept it, but let's work with it. And this is what we're going to decode in corporate lifestyle. Seek help on your daily routine. We call this area as wellness area, not an illness area. Even if you have any complaint of energy, headache, hair loss, pimples, skin, menstrual irregularity for females, all that when you go to a doctor and say, and I'm having this, he'll check your blood parameters. Most of the time they are normal because you are not having any illness, but still your body is not happy. That's wellness. And in such scenarios, you want someone to help you out, to talk to you, to learn, to understand you. And that's what a therapist is all about. We have ideally three categories of people in this. One, who've just come out of their academics and want to get into a corporate world. They've come out of their home, they're not with their families, till now they were with their parents, they were eating home cooked food, now they're confused. There are two ways. One, they are exposed to a lot of outside food and culture. Two, there's nobody to question them what they should be eating and why they should be eating that. Sudden exposure to this scenario of environmental challenges make them go berserk with food options, drinks, alcohol, sweets. All that can lead a lot of imbalances in your body, your hormones, your neurotransmitters. They don't have a kitchen. They bank on outside food. So somewhere when socialization, outing, that becomes a major challenge for them to manage their lifestyle. Two, you're married, you've just settled, you have a child, you're balancing your work life. You want to get in there where your body is trying to tell you a pre-diabetic status, a blood pressure detected, your cholesterol going up, and doctor knows it all. He says, please, this is how you have to look at lifestyle. You have no choice. He's struggling because there's a lot of commitment to their work culture. and he wants to now work on his health. He's confused. He doesn't know what to do. That's the second area who needs help. And the third area after 40 is where the body starts giving you illnesses with good amount of diagnosis and medications, emotional health challenges, psychological challenges, pre-teens, teens growing up in your home. With all that coming up, your body starts complaining a lot. Maybe you've diagnosed with some illness also. The managing food, outside food, and the portions and the balance of health becomes a challenge because the whole family is divided into 3 generations or 2 generations. So how does the kitchen work with 3 generations eating together is another challenge. In this scenario, it's time we look at help. It's time we look at a therapist to work towards your planning of your routine. There's no harm talking, getting educated to a therapist with who knows an authentic knowledge, because with the AI advent, you can get everything there, but AI will not be able to listen to you and know the root cause of what the challenges you face. So wellness area is so vast that let us usher it with good discipline, good lifestyle, and maybe you may need a health therapist to help you to work towards this goal. Now the breakfast strategies. 3 areas of age groups we've looked at. One is 20s, one is 30s, and one is 40s. So how can the breakfast strategies be? Step 1, ask yourself, do I need breakfast? Am I hungry? Do I need it? Because most of this corporate lifestyle comes with sedentary lifestyle. You're sitting throughout the day. You've increased caffeine consumption. You may not drink water also. Step 1, hydrate yourself. Every day morning, have 2-3 glasses of water. Hydrate, your mind becomes more disciplined. Then the breakfast strategies. If you're eating out, you're dependent on the mess to work on your intake. And poha becomes, or idli sambar, idli chutney becomes your go-to option. I think you can always start looking at breakfast which is made at home because it works as 5:2 strategy. What are the options for people who are working hard towards working life balance, for young entrepreneurs or young corporate who are actually looking at breakfast fix options? If you eat eggs, eggs are the best options for breakfast. Breakfast should be always protein rich. A glass of milk, 2 eggs of your choice. It can be scrambled, omelette, boiled, whatever you wish to eat. Or a cooked sprouts if you really want to go out of the way and eat. Make protein first fix in your breakfast. Many of you will ask me, if I don't have a kitchen, what do I do? Have a protein support. You can have a protein shake. There, a clean protein shake which you can pick up and have a protein. If you eat protein for breakfast, you have a very good day going ahead in terms of snacking, emotional eating, or disciplining on your diet. With protein, energy comes from carbs. Banana is the best carb. If you eat 1 or 2 bananas along with your protein, it gives you the best of nutrition. And some handfist of nuts. It can be groundnut also. So look at this breakfast option. You have a carb which is giving you banana or 1 or 2 slices of bread toasted. I would not go for bread. But again, it's a comfort, convenience, and 1 or 2 slices won't make a difference, but have it toasted. Or you go for any kind of a boiled potato or a sweet potato. It's a very good complex carbohydrates. And then you have a fist of nuts. So carb, protein, fat for your breakfast. So junk your other breakfast options of poha, upma, idli, dosa, your mess options. You don't need a breakfast outside. Eat which is easy, convenient, and available. That's a very good way of looking at your breakfast. Coming to your lunch options. When your lunch is available over the counter and you have to eat what is cooked, you have no options there. You may know what is good and what is bad, but then you have no options. Then start portioning your food. Your vegetables are your priorities there. Pick up and see what vegetables you can eat. Most of the time, you don't know what is vegetable. You look chole rajma as vegetable. You look moong matki as vegetables. Vegetables are vegetables which have colors in them, like fruit vegetables, leafy vegetables, which is very rare when you eat in a mess. Mess won't give you vegetables. So we have nowadays salad options outside. You can cut the salad at home and take it with you. So you get a fiber out of it. Half of your plate should be fiber. If you're getting in your mess food, wonderful. Otherwise, make an availability of fiber consciously by ordering it for your meal from outside, or you can always take 1 cucumber, carrot along with you and eat it that way. But 50% of your vegetable intake of your plate is the lunch. Then pick up a protein option. I make it very easy. I'll say put dal, chole, rajma, kadhi, whatever is there in your main dish. Then add rice to it. So what do? You add a carb to your protein. That's the best way of eating a meal for lunch because you won't feel tired, sluggish. Generally, after lunch, you are feeling very tired because of the hyperglycemic impact of the carbs which you eat. If you eat 2 chapatis with one sabji and that's not sabji, then your sugars in the blood goes high and you're sitting throughout the day. Minimize the carbs for your lunch. That's why your stomach will be filled by fiber and protein. You can start your food with an apple, guava like fibrous fruit. Then you eat your veggies. If you don't have veggies available, have dal chawal. Do not go for maida based roti. Rice is a better option if you want to eat. But I leave that choice to you, rice or chapati, as per the availability, but portions stand there. Mini meal is the best for lunch, not go for a full-fledged lunch. If you're getting dabba from outside, tell the person add more veggies, add more lentils than chawal. Because in our country, it's chawal or the chapati more than what we look for other accompaniments. Because corporate does not need a lot of carbs. This is how your lunch should be. So when I say rajma chawal, chole chawal, dal chawal, your priority is protein and adding to it is a carb. Now let's look at snack option. Evening is a time we are exposed to a comfort time because we are half done of the day, stress time goes off, food becomes your best friend. You want to feel comfortable, you hang out with your friends on a tea point where you want to eat biscuits or bakeries, and unfortunately in our country, over that counter we get samosas, bakeries, all that rather than going for vegetables, bananas or any fruit. I always say, have a granola bar or paushtik laddu. In our country, in all types of cultures and cuisines, we get laddus. We have seasonal laddus. Laddus, if made in a flat chikki, becomes a bar. So you can buy it, that's perfect because the laddus come with jaggery, dates and nuts together. It's a mix of fat, protein and good carbs. And have a glass of water after that. You feel comfortable, you feel satiated. Then you can go and have a cup of tea. So your junk eating will reduce accordingly. Avoid eating junk in the snack time. You will unnecessarily pile up 500-600 calories for no reason with lot of salt, sugar which are added. Be more aware of it. Let's talk about dinner. If you ask me, should I eat dinner? I would say, no, have supper. What is supper? Your peak hunger time is at 5 to 7. That's the time your body demands food. That's the time your mind demands food. If you can keep an arrangement of eating a dinner at 5 to 7 at your workplace itself, I think it's a very good option. Think about it. You can always make that meal readily available. What can you eat at 5 to 7 when dinner most of the time is not served? You can start looking again like breakfast option. When you had a good lunch, you can go for protein-based dinner. You can have support of granola bars, your protein shakes, but food first policy. See whether you can get eggs, home cooked chicken or any non-veg, sprouts. Misal is also a very good example. In a place like Pune, we do get that. But I say enrich it with sprouts. So start looking for a protein in your meal, but not that starter kind of protein. The protein which comes in processed. You may say that I can order some tandooris or some kind of barbecues. No. Any food which is exposed to high temperature is not a good food at all. Food which comes in more naturally cooked form or in unprocessed form is what you need. Highlight your dinner with protein like you did for breakfast. So your appetite is much better trained. Then you eat what is available. That means you can go for any kind of food which is dal chawal, roti sabji, theplas or any khakra, 1 or 2 you can add it, or a fruit or sweet potato for that matter. That finishes your dinner and tell your mind that I'm done for the day. That's how you should look at it. But definitely late nights are not to be excluded. You go home, your mind is not happy with what you ate at 7. It will ask for more. If you ask me, what should we eat then when my mind is asking for hot chocolate? It works wonderful on your mind. Go heat your milk, add hot chocolate to it. It gives you a good soothing feel and it makes you feel good. You can eat again that granola bar. You can have soaked oats with coconut milk and some sabjas or chia seed in it. So these kind of fiber protein options for dinner, 5, 6, if you keep it ready at home and portion it out. Make a 200-gram katori which is available at home and say, I'm going to eat whatever in this only. I'm not going to go beyond it. Enjoy that feeling of comfort. Watch your movie while you eat that. Talk to your loved ones when you're doing that. It gives you feeling of fullness. That's the late night. A glass of milk works wonders that time. Let's talk about eating out, ordering out, which I think if you look at your monthly bills, most of the bills are for your outside food. I want you to calculate that also monthly and check out how much percentage of your money is going for that. It works that way because it gives you a pinch. But if you say that, okay, I have no choice, I have no kitchen in my house and I can't depend on all this. We did explain about what easy fixed breakfast and dinner options, late dinner options you can eat. But if you really want to eat out, follow a 90-10 rule. 5 days, avoid it. Make a quick fixes, bananas and bars and protein eggs and milk, all that definitely you can make it. But 10%, yes, we need outing, we need happiness, we need connect, satisfaction, social get-togethers. We do respect it. So when I want to order, what do I order out? When patients ask me, हम बाहर जाके क्या खाएं? I said, forget it. Dietitian की याद करना ही नहीं है उधर. Eat your happiness, content, eat what you want to eat. Because that is the meal you deserve it because you've been disciplined 5 days a week. And train your appetite so that you don't overindulge. Now, if you ask me how do I balance eating out, 2 meals a week you should eat out. Enjoy it. But that day when you eat to your heart out, to your content, to your enjoyment, next meal, try to detox. Next meal, make it a salad bowl, make it a fasting, make it just a glass of milk so that you're not making your gut work hard. So when you go out, it's always a routine in outside food where you order a beverage first, you eat a snack with it, you have a starter, all this is proteins. Then you go for main course. By the time you train your appetite. So don't worry, eat what you want to eat when you eat outside because any outside food is no nutrition. It is happiness and socialization. But when you want to order food outside, I would not ask you to order frequently because there is no connect with that order. If you want to really order, go for South Indian foods, go for dal khichdi. That only if you have an option that I can't cook at home and I need something to eat. Then it is mostly dal khichdi, dal rice or your South Indian idli dosas because they are fermented, they're easy on your gut, and curd rice and pongals becomes good options. Parathas, paneers and starters and your bhel and snacks, they are not good on gut. They should be eaten when you're there, eat hot, eat in the place where it is defined to eat. Don't order those food. It does not give you any connect there. Be very, very mindful about what you order and start working towards it. Now let's talk about hydration and caffeine. Many a times I find in my recall when I take for my patients, coffee becomes their breakfast. Coffee becomes their go-to food. Remember, caffeine in the coffee which you drink has to be detoxed by your body. Your liver works hard to detox the caffeine. Allowed coffee beverage for my body is not more than 4 cups a day. That's 300 milligrams of caffeine. With coffee, I overboard my dairy intake too. I don't look milk intake in my coffee. I say coffee, but I don't think that I'm drinking milk with it. That's also too much for my body. So I think we need to fix our teas and coffees together. How much can I have? 2 cups a day. What is the quantity of cup? We are all Indians. We drink chai. We drink filter coffee. We don't drink a coffee which comes in such a big beverage cup which is made for Western people. Think about the cutlery where your grandmothers were drinking in it. Our cups are small. I belong to Pune. In Pune, we say Amrutulya, which is a very small cup. People blame us. People try to tell us that Pune में लोग छोटे-छोटे cup में चाय कॉफी पीते हैं. तो Indian चाय उतनी ही पीनी चाहिए. That's the type of drink because you enjoy chai. You want to drink boiled tea. You want to have good coffee, and that should come in a filter coffee cup or a small cup that's hardly 150 ml. If you want to drink a coffee which is available in a bigger hotels with a 300 ml mug, that's a meal for yourself. It's not made for you. Try sharing it. Don't drink it. It's not good for you. Because with every cup of coffee and tea, you drink caffeine and you dehydrate yourself. Hydration is another aspect we should all introspect. Your urine color will tell you how much water you're drinking. It should be white or pale yellow. Think about it. Each kg of your body needs 30 ml of water. So am I drinking adequate? You know your weight, calculate and ask yourself. Your food, if it is more beveragey, it will include half of your water intake. That's the problem today. We are coming to dabba culture where we eat diet foods. We have roti bhaji, we have sandwiches, we have burgers. We don't eat food which comes with buttermilk, patli dal and more of liquidy foods. So that is the main challenge where your hydration is not getting adequate. Add a buttermilk to your meal, lime water to your meal. Put water discipline where you finish 1 liter before your meal. Like from breakfast to lunch, you say, I want to finish 1 liter. That works. So somewhere, hydration has to be introspected and each one of us know. If I ask you, you will definitely answer me. Do you drink adequate water? I'm sure you know the answer. And work on it and it will help you a lot. Tea, coffee, alcohol doesn't come under water. What comes under water is the beverages which you drink with your food and which you drink as water. So mindfully do work on it. So to conclude, we all now know what, when, how much. But let me summarize it. But remember friends, it is personalization always to work on your health. Each one of us are different. What I'm going to talk about is a very generic approach to what we're going to eat. So in a corporate lifestyle, when you're working towards work and balance, hydration is first thing to remember. 2, exercise discipline. 3, talk to your therapist to fix your thoughts about your discipline. 4, let's look at how your day can be. Ask yourself, do I need breakfast? If yes, what breakfast at home I can make myself? A protein fibers course in breakfast. So we discussed about egg, milk, fruit option here with nuts. Then we spoke about lunch options where you're going to prioritize fiber in your lunch in the form of vegetables. And I've highlighted vegetables are colorful ingredients in my diet, not the pulses. Pulses are vegetable proteins. And we discussed about how the protein and carbohydrate fat together in a plate will look like. We talked about healthy snacking, which talks about putting my thoughts that supper is the best way to look at in a corporate lifestyle. Finish your dinner from 5 to 7. Your body needs maximum food at that time. You can look at protein as again a priority in your evening snacks. Dinner can be at home with a small 200 grams of quick fixes which you want to enjoy as a comfort food. How much and what can be highlighted and personalized individually in the same aspect. We have to live with the time which we are in and we want to work towards approaches which are quick fixes at the same time healthy. And I think people like us, nutritionists, dietitians are here out to help you out to fix up your routine for a good health. Thank you.